better law enforcement, better coordination, and having a cohesive approach towards modern day challenges pertaining to terrorism and countering terrorist financing. So the dialogue, I'm sure you must have had a very significant discussions because obviously this dialogue recognizes the challenge of terrorism, terrorist financing, which obviously cannot be addressed by a single institution alone. And hence the convergence here, and hence for all of us being here, from parliamentarians to law enforcement to civil society to policymakers, so that we can all brainstorm, discuss ideas, exchange views, and work towards formulating better policies. Now, by focusing on the parliamentary engagement and the institution capacity, the discussion indeed strengthens the link between policy formulation and operational realities, which ensures that our counterterrorism and the CFT efforts which remain effective, responsive, aligned with our national and international commitments. Pakistan has framed a robust, comprehensive legal and policy frameworks to counter terrorism and its financing, reflecting the seriousness with which the state has approached these challenges. Through key legislation, and of course legislation, the very basis of that legislation, the Anti-Terrorism Act, ATA, which we amend from time to time. But of course, a suggestion that I also received today through Mohsin Saab was also that I think we need to have an overhaul of the ATA itself, changing it from one issue to another, or making those small tweaks or amendments might be enough, but it's not it's probably not the best approach. And I think the best approach and the way forward could be having a holistic view of the legislation that we have in place currently, and specifically starting with ATA, and actually addressing any gaps or challenges that we have within that piece of legislation, and really making significant changes and including and inculcating the modern day challenges and addressing those within this very piece of legislation. So this is again a very timely and a very excellent piece of advice that I think we perhaps need to start working on. And of course the support that we have from the civil society, the law enforcement agencies, parliamentarians, and our international partners. This would be key for us to start working on such an initiative. At the operational level, the state has remained steadfast and resolute with law enforcement and security institutions which are continuously engaged in disrupting terrorist networks, dismantling their financial lifelines and protecting the citizens. This combination
वज़ीर-ए-मुमलकत कानून और इंसाफ बैरिस्टर अकील मलिक तकरीब से खिताब